Hi, my name's Mel. Welcome back to my bookshelf. And today I'm dressed for the occasion. I'm in green and I'm going to talk about the Green Bone Saga. I just finished Jade War a couple of days ago and it's still playing on my mind. And I wanted to come and talk about it and maybe give you some reasons that you should read the Green Bone Saga. 6 reasons, in fact. Number 1, the world. So the Green Bone Saga starts with Jade City. So the series is set in this alternative fantasy urban Asian inspired setting in a city called Janloon. And the magic system in this book revolves around jade. People who wear jade are given sort of superhuman abilities, sort of super strength, psychic abilities, channeling abilities. But for most of the population, they can't wear the jade. It's kind of like a drug, makes them addicted and they go nuts. Whereas there's certain families and certain bloodlines that have ancestral ties to the original people who wore jade, and these people it gives abilities and they're able to train and control the abilities and use jade safely. So these people are called green bones. Now in this city predominantly there's 2 green bone clans. There's the No Peak clan and the Mountain clan, and they're rivals. And at the beginning of Jade City, they're sort of civil to each other, but all that goes to hell when certain things happen in the book and they end up in this all-out war. Now, there's also people that jade doesn't affect, so they can wear as much jade as anything and it won't even affect them. And these people are called Stone Eyes and they're considered to be bad luck. So it's an alternative modern world, but it's sort of got limited technology. So even though there's like hospitals and planes and trains and modern transportation, they don't have mobile phones or pagers, they don't use computers, everything's on paper. We follow the No Peak clan, who's got to deal with conflict with the Mountain clan, but also has to deal with the conflict within themselves, because the No Peak clan is a family and they all have to sort of work together. Families can be difficult. The story is predominantly set around the family and the conflicts within the family. So you can see why it's regarded as Godfather with Kung Fu. Number 2, the writing. So the writing is amazing. It pretty much has everything. Wonderful world building. It's really intricately detailed, but not to a point where it gets annoying or you lose the plot in it. She gives just so much away as to make it amazing without going overboard. I think even if you aren't that into fantasy, that you still might enjoy this story because it's not based on the magic system like almost every other fantasy book seems to be. It's based predominantly on the relationships within this family. The fantasy element is always there and they use it and they talk about it, but the focus is on the family drama. There's clan war, there's action, there's violence, there's kung fu fights, character development, and just the way that the characters evolve over the 2 books is just really a pleasure to read. And the intricate plot with its politics and espionage and betrayal and deceit and lies, you don't know who to trust. It is really enjoyable. Number 3, the characters. Now, you are going to fall in love with these characters, but all I can say is try not to, because Fondalee is not afraid to kill off important characters that you think are going to make it to the end of the 3rd book, and then they don't, and they die and you're sad. She also takes the characters that you like or begin to like, and then she makes them do these horrible, terrible things that you can understand why they're doing it in their story, but still you just think, what the hell just happened? And it just makes it so unpredictable. You don't know where it's going to go. Number 4, the sequel. While Jade City focuses on the country and the clan warfare, Jade War starts to branch away from the city and starts to get into politics and dealings with other countries in the same world who are all wanting this jade but Jade is not infinite. There's only a limited resource of Jade available, and everyone wants it. It's not often that a sequel will outdo its predecessor when the predecessor was so good. Like, Jade City was a 4.5-star read for me. I absolutely loved it. And then Jade War came along and just blew it out of the water. Like, wow. And it was like the author read my review, even though the second book was already out way before I wrote my review. But it's like she knew, because I wanted more romance, she gave me more romance. I wanted more espionage, she gave me more espionage. I wanted more politics, there was more politics. And damn, she gave me things I didn't even realize I wanted. Number 5, the audiobook. I listened to both these books on audio and they were fantastic. The narrator's name was Andrew Kishino, and he just did such a good job at all the characters. Even the female characters gave them their own unique voice, and it was so entertaining to listen to. And even though the first book took a little bit of getting into to get the scene, as soon as an hour was over, I was in it. And that's what I like, I guess, about series on audio, is that you can go straight into the second one because the story continues. Whereas when you get standalone fantasy books, sometimes it's hard to get into it. It takes a while. Number 6, the TV series. Yes, it has been picked up for a TV series by the same people who did Treadstone, and then one of them also did The Expanse. I think it's going to be pretty good. They can do a lot with it. I'm really interested. And when the TV series comes out, I would have already read the books. Then you can talk about them. As you can tell, I really enjoyed this series. I can't wait for the third one, Jade Legacy, to come out next year. I will be waiting with bated breath, probably for the audio version again, because it was just so good. But I will probably buy them for my shelf. So if you've already read Jade City and Jade War, please let me know what you thought down in the comments. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.